comprehensive performance tonight? I mean, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, the goal was to get 2 goals or more, get a clean sheet. Talked about that all week. You know, last 12 games prior to this game, we know points are crucial, and we've been scoring goals. We haven't been defending well enough. And when I say defending well enough, that's as a team. I thought the first half especially, and even the second half, the way we kind of shut things down, I thought it was our most complete defensive performance. I thought Liam Ridgewell was an absolute animal. A lot of the little plays he made will get lost, but they don't get lost on me because he won. I don't know how many head balls and crosses he cut out on the day, and for me, he showed his quality. So I thought he was man of the match.
Talk about Diego and his play and the streak that he's on in terms of the goals that he scored in 4 consecutive games.
Yeah, you know, he's doing his job. You know, you got the 2 bookends. You got Diego's in the attack doing his job, and Liam's doing his job. So plain and simple. I think you got good performances across the board. It was maybe our best first half of the year. I thought we were completely dominant. I thought our pressure was suffocating. I can't remember many clear chances they had, and thought we were all over them. And not only did we press well, but we kept the ball. We created a lot of nice little sequences. Second half would have been nice to get the 3rd goal. You know, if there's one takeaway for me, it's probably the second half can do a bit better job keeping the ball. But I thought we shut things down pretty good.
Look at the trajectory after those beginning of the season, those first 8 games. You guys have been on a pretty good upward trajectory all the way, and Larry has also been on his own upward trajectory, starting around then, kind of back to full hockey by then. When he's playing well, just maybe that just important part of the make sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you look at performance-wise, our body of work, we've really played well almost every game all year, but we fell short early in the year because we didn't find goals, and you know, we fell short at times because we gave up goals. And, you know, right now we're getting the balance right. I thought the entire back 4, even though Liam for me stood out, I thought the entire back 4 was very good. They were tight. They looked like a unit, and we have an attacking group that will score goals. So we don't need to overdo it. And there have been some games where we've been up the field with our outside backs not connected quite as much, and or as quite as much as they need to, and you know, trying to help. And probably that's because early in the year we weren't scoring goals, and you know, then we started maybe trying to overdo it by not having the right balance. So I thought today we looked very balanced as a team, and the outside backs got forward, but you know, we felt if they stayed connected and they got a clean sheet, or obviously their goal was to get a clean sheet and first and foremost defend well, that we would find goals, and we did.
You look at the play Adi had and holding up the ball before he dished it off to Rodney. I mean, even when he's not putting the ball, even when he's not scoring, I mean, how much quality does he bring to the front line?
Yeah, I mean, he's different. He's a different type of piece. You know, a couple games ago, we were talking about Maxey, you know, and this game, I thought Adi, he was a handful. And he did a lot of little things to free up space for Gaston. You know, we didn't really change our system, but we played Gaston a little bit higher, more like a striker. So we wanted it to look a little bit more like a 2-front. And Adi and Gaston, you got big man, little man, and you know, Gaston kind of plays in around Adi, and Adi can kind of occupy the center backs and bang them, and you have to worry about him. And thought Gaston was really good floating in around him and finding the ball, especially in the first half. Created a lot of problems for Chivas. Even though he didn't get a goal, he was involved in countless sequences. You know, I thought he was really a key guy in that first half, making us go. And you know, Valeri's really playing well on that right side. It's hard to pick him up because, you know, he's smart at pulling wide at times, and when he gets there faced up, he can serve quality balls in. he can go at guys a bit and run at the left back, but then all of a sudden he'll float and pop up in the center. And with Gaston at times pushing in the back line, you know, there's that hole open for him to do that. So I thought it was really working, you know, and the chemistry looked right. And then you got Rodney as well, who scored his first goal. So it's great to get him unlocked, and, you know, hopefully that's the first of many here down the stretch for him as well.
And I mean, you guys have a lot of different guys you can put at striker. I mean, is this maybe the best combination you have with Audie and Gaston and Rodney?
Yeah, I mean, we just have 3 guys that we can put at striker, so you
Zach
got...
Wine?
Yeah, Zach Wine's not really a striker, no.
Okay.
No, I don't, he's a winger. So, you know, maybe Nagby up there as a second striker when he's healthy, but, you know, you pretty much, what's great about it is you got Audie and Maxi and Gaston, but really for me, I like Gaston as one of the 2 because he provides that second striker. Maxi's not really a second striker, Audie's not really a second striker, so, you know, Nagby could play that role if we wanted to do that, but Gaston's a key guy because he's like a false 10. You know, he's probably better as a false 10 than he is as a false 9 because he's really never at the 10. He plays it like a second striker more than a. So I think it gives us a bit more support whether we go with Maxi or Audie, which is key. It allowed us to press the basically 4 versus 4. You know, because we had 2 strikers on the 2 center halves, which gave us a little bit extra support, allowed us to press as well, and allowed us to, you know, for me, give us an extra piece high. And, you know, they wanted to make it a 3v3 in the middle, which a lot of teams are starting to do. So we basically hid Gaston in the back line at times and then pulled him off, and it was tough to pick him up. And same thing with Larry. We hid him wide and then popped him up.
We haven't seen Paparazzo much recently. Sometimes it takes guys a while to adjust, and sometimes, especially at center backs, just chemistry, having that right partnership. Is that a partnership you think you can use moving forward?
Well, it looked well. It worked well today. You know, he's been injured, so that's been a big part of it. He had to come out of multiple games. You know, he struggled with an ankle for quite a while. Finally, he's fit, healthy. You know, and I think for him to kind of have that time, you know, we threw him in the fire a little bit early in the year, and, you know, he's adjusting to a lot of things, adjusting to new teammates, new coaches, English, everything, you know, and I think it was a tough transition, like you see in this league, and everybody expects guys to step in and do a job immediately. So I think just giving him that chance to sit back and you know, get settled and comfortable, you know, it felt like the right time this game to get him in there, and I thought he did a really good job defensively. And you know, like I said, the back 4 I thought was really tight, and we got a clean sheet. I think it's only the 2nd of the year, so hopefully that's the start of a streak. You know, we want to be dominant at home. You know, talked about before the last 7. Now we've put 2 home wins together, and we have, what is it, 5 left, right? So hopefully we can get 3 points in the last 5, and hopefully we can start putting up more clean sheets, because this team's going to find goals. There's no doubt about it. We've been one of the best teams in the league in the attack this year. But we're not going to do what we want to do unless we defend well, and that was a real point of emphasis this week. And I thought, you know, it showed in the game.
With Ridgewell, it seems like he's come in almost without a hitch, outside of that maybe the Galaxy game. Are you surprised by that?
Not really. I mean, I think physically, maybe. I'm surprised that he looks as sharp physically because he's essentially 4 weeks in the preseason. But tactically, I mean, the guy's played at the highest level for 11 years, and, you know, not surprised there. Technically not surprised. You know, he's a leader, so, you know, you don't always know how that's going to work in terms of how quickly a guy can integrate in terms of being a leader, but oh, he's been every bit the player we hoped he'd be.
Time for one more, please.
Pulled Larry off at the end. Was that just a move, or we saw him kind of like holding his knee a little bit before that? Is he okay?
Yeah, I didn't see him holding his. Oh, he got kicked. Yeah, I did see that, but no, we pulled him off just because he's had a long week, and I thought it was a good time to pull him off, protect him a little bit. We're up 2-0, shut the game down. If it was 1-0, maybe we keep him, but I felt we could manage the last part of the game with him off.
Thanks, everyone. Locker room's open.
Thanks, guys. Anything else?